Is your marriage in crisis? Is your marriage in crisis? Would you know it if it was? Do you recognize the warning signs? A marriage in crisis can sometimes disguise itself as a normal but slightly boring marriage until it's too late to change it and save it. You have to pay attention to all the signs of health in your marriage to make sure your partnership is going strong. First, look at how often you have sex. While sex isn't the whole point of the marriage, it's much more important than just that it's a crucial part of a healthy marriage. A marriage in crisis is usually pretty easy to spot by looking at your sex lives. Do you have sex infrequently? Is it a big, scheduled deal when you do have sex? Have you stopped having sex spontaneously just when you feel like it? When sex becomes a scheduled activity, a marriage can certainly recover. In fact, most marriages go through a phase very much like that when a baby is born. Each child makes it more and more difficult to find the time to spend with our partner over a meal or before leaving for work, let alone finding a spare hour to make love. But a marriage in crisis never breaks out of that pattern. Instead, even when the time is there, the partners don't have spontaneous sex. Usually there's very little physical affection shown during the day either. People in love and happy to be together tend to hug and kiss different times through the day. A loving couple will often touch each other just in passing. One will give the other a fast kiss on the cheek or forehead for no reason. Does this still happen in your marriage? Do you ever sneak a quick pinch or pat on the bottom or a sexy look in the middle of the day? When these things start to disappear, it can be a sign that the marriage is in trouble. The other thing that goes in a very obvious way is common courtesy. When you say thank you, excuse me, and please, throughout your day to strangers more than you say them to your partner, something's wrong. We take our partners for granted in this way, and eventually this leads to a sort of coldness between people. There is simply no reason not to be affectionate and thank our partners and say please during the course of everyday life. The good news is that if you're seeing these warning signs, you can start working right now to correct them. And you don't have to make a fanfare about it or announce the change. Simply change what you do. Make a point of giving affection and unexpected kisses. Be very polite again, and say please and thank you, even when it's just the two of you. Make time for making love. Do these things and your marriage in crisis could soon be back on track and you could be happier than ever.